Gary, I think I'll be grinning through this one. Devon is officially red tonight. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, delighted for our supporters. First and foremost, I said before the game that derbies are for your supporters. They're for the city. It's the bragging rights, and our players put a hell of a performance to give them something to remember. It's been a long time, obviously a few years since we've had a Devon Derby. I didn't manage to win my first two, and I stressed the importance of winning. It's not about performance in these games, it's about having clarity on how you win the game, how you hurt the opposition, and I thought we were outstanding in how we done that tonight.
And for you, where was that game won tonight? For you, where did you say the game was won?
How we pressed, how we were out of position. We were really clear, and we worked on it on Tuesday, and it wasn't right. We, as a staff, worked hard on watching the clips, speaking to the players, and our process of how we prepare for games is what's helped us win the game. On Wednesday we changed it. The distances, the sixes, Ethan and Jack McMillan had to move was less when we changed it. The eights give you a big problem how they play outside the game and really stretch your midfield, but I thought we were excellent starting from the front. Reece, Akil and Jayden, the job they did for the team, and that's when we're at our very best. We defend with 11 players, we attack with 11. We put a lot of kind of trust in Joe to play out, and it's likewise in how we defend. It starts from our front players, so delighted for everyone.
Flew out the blocks as well and had a chance in the first minute. You know, Danny Andrew has a shot over the bar. Is that what you said to the players, really, to get on the front foot at the start and take the game to Argyle?
Yeah, I think in these kind of games you have to throw the first punch and show that you're ready for it. And I thought we started exceptionally well. We created numerous chances, and sometimes the more you miss, you start to worry a little bit that, you know, we might not have got our moment. They obviously scored a goal that was offside, so they had moments from set pieces, but the first 20-25 minutes I thought we were exceptional in how we played and should have scored more in that period. The one goal we did get is, you know, it's what Reece Cole does every single day. He's done it, you know, for years now at this football club. When the ball drops anywhere in the pitch, then you want it to drop to Reece Cole, because his quality on his right foot is exceptional. It was by no means an easy finish, and he just passed it in the net like it was simple. So delighted to come in at 1-0, but there was problems at the end of the first half that we invited the pressure by not playing enough and not getting up the pitch enough, and they were getting too many first contacts from their long balls. I thought we got better at that second half and always looked a threat in the counter-attack, and it was that moment that changed the game in terms of the second goal, and we finished fairly comfortably.
And fantastic finish from Akil as well. You know, you can't forget that this is his first loan, that's his first professional goal, and to finish like that in a Devon Derby in front of a big bank is, you know, a special moment.
Yeah, I just said that. I said, I don't know what goes through someone's head to attempt to dink it like that. I think, you know, if I tried that back in the day, I might have stuck my studs in the turf and probably fell over the ball. But for him to have the audacity shows you the level of self-belief he has. I think he's a really big talent that has been a little bit of a slow burner in terms of getting his physicality up to the level of League One. We've managed him in training and got his levels up in that. Obviously brought him off the bench, and every time we bring him on he looks a threat. But I think tonight you've seen his talent, and yeah, we're delighted to be working with him, and I think there's so much more to come from him.
Word on Ethan Brierley and Jack McMillan as a pair in the middle. I think they covered every blade of grass tonight. You must have been really impressed with the effort they put in. Yeah,
they were brilliant, and a bit of kind of unsung heroes where, like I said, what we worked on the Tuesday, the distance they had to cover was too far, and you know, them giving us their opinion on what it looked like, us analysing it as a staff and working together to find a better solution. I think we came up with that. We playing them a little bit flatter, and they worked across the pitch to cover their eights, and it was a big shift they had to put in, and the two of them were exceptional. Later on in the game we went to a 5-3-2 where they went higher and had Kev experience behind them, and yeah, in the end I thought, like I said, we were really comfortable. Although they had the ball, they never looked like threatening, they never had many chances. I can only remember one shot from distance that Joe saved fairly comfortably. So yeah, when you get that in the Devon Derby, it's relatively comfortable, even though I was praying for that final whistle to enjoy it.
The backing of the fans was incredible tonight as well. Really had that derby feel, and you said they sucked the ball into the back of the net, and that felt like that what happened with that second goal.
Yeah, and just the energy around the stadium before the game, the display before the game, it's what we do best on these big nights. The supporters come out and really get behind the club, get behind the players, and yeah, this was for them tonight. This was a derby that's been kind of too long in the making. They've not had this feeling for a number of years, and to give them that is really special.
And it felt like a big win in this period of the season as well. And do you feel it could be a momentum going forward to get some consistent results on the board? And is that what you're expecting from the players now, to kind of build on this?
Yeah, I've said since Cardiff, I think we've been playing well and fell the wrong side of the odd goal, and that is a kind of, there's lessons within that we have to take. This is still a young team, even though when we bring the old timers on, Josh and Kev, the average age might go up, but you just mentioned there Akil, it's his second start in league football, it's his first goal in league football, and still we have a lot of players that haven't played a lot. They're young. They're very receptive to learning. They're working extremely hard, and we can still get better. We know that, and we have to use this as a springboard, because there's a long way to go in the season. The league is extremely tight from top to bottom, and if we continue with a lot of the behaviours we showed tonight into Arsenal next week, into Halifax, into the next league game, then I'm sure we can have a really successful season.
Just finally, you know how much it means to the fans. You've secured bragging rights for your first win in the Devon Derby. How does it feel for you, and how are you going to celebrate?
I'm going to celebrate just as I normally do, just enjoy it with staff. Like I said, I think we all work extremely hard to get things right, and when it comes off, and when you get like the transition goal that we felt was going to be a big part of the game, it's really pleasing. But like I said, the biggest thing is, Devon is red. It's for our supporters. And as much as I'll have a beer, I hope they have several and go into the hours of tomorrow and enjoy it.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.